How are you going to win my traffic case is a question that we are asked quite a bit in our traffic violation defense practice. We have handled thousands of traffic tickets all over the state of Alabama. We have a true statewide practice, and we'll handle a traffic ticket in any state court within Alabama. We will handle a traffic ticket or violation in any municipal court within the state of Alabama, and also in federal court if you were on federal land or on a military establishment or federal property at the time that you were ticketed. The question, how are you going to win my traffic case, is first off dependent on what your goal is in the case. Many times people will contact our office and ask us to review their case, and they know right off the bat what their goals are in the case. They want to avoid a conviction at all cost. There are a couple ways that we can do that. One is we could do that through the trial process. The other way is through negotiations and trying to work with the prosecutor and resolve the case by agreement, essentially so that it's a win-win for everyone involved, and the case ultimately would be dismissed with conditions. Sometimes people call the office and they say, the officer who wrote me this ticket should not have written me the ticket. This is wrong. It is not something that I'm going to tolerate. And if that's the case, then we have a separate process and procedure that we would go through for that type case. That would involve going through the discovery process and ultimately preparing the case for trial and having a trial. We will have some discussion with you depending on the circumstances and depending on the evidence we uncover as we move through the case. We will convey to you any offers that are made to settle your case so that you can make an informed decision about how you want to proceed and whether you want to proceed to trial or settle the case based on an offer that we have negotiated for you. Most traffic cases are resolved by agreement, and there are certain items that will inflame the situation and the case that we have to work around. Part of that is if you had an encounter with the officer on the side of the road that was less than cordial or was not pleasant, whether it was your fault or the officer's fault, that might cause issues related to a resolution of the case by agreement. The other item that could cause issues is if you are charged with a very serious offense, such as eluding a police officer, reckless driving, or speeding, where the speed is alleged to have been 90 miles per hour or more. There is no way that any ethical attorney can tell you on the front end of a case how the case is going to turn out. If you have a situation where your case falls into the category of a very high speed, or you have a not so great driving record, you didn't have a good relationship with the officer on the side of the road, your case is not hopeless, and there are always things that can be done to resolve the case by agreement or to try the case and you be found not guilty at trial if the facts and circumstances warrant that. Our advice to you and to every person who is issued a traffic ticket: do not simply go online or mail in a guilty plea with your fines and court costs and pay your ticket. You always need to contest every ticket. That doesn't mean on every single case you're going to allege that you're not guilty or that you did not take the actions that would cause a violation of the statute. That is not what it means to contest a ticket or to fight a ticket, which is what you hear most of the time. What it means to contest the ticket is that you're simply not just going to plead guilty and pay the ticket up front. You are going to look at all of your options and look at the options that could be available to keep a conviction from appearing on your record. Do not think that your case is hopeless. We would never guarantee you a specific outcome, but what we can guarantee you is that we have handled thousands of traffic tickets in the state of Alabama. We have the experience and the knowledge to help you and to do everything we can to get you a great result on your traffic violation. There are many, many options available to us depending on the facts of your case, depending on the charge, depending on your record, and depending on the court. Do not just pay your ticket and give up. The issues related to increased insurance, possible failure to obtain employment in the future, termination from your current employment. There are so many negative ramifications these days as it relates to your traffic record and your driving history. It is a huge mistake to simply pay your ticket. If you have been charged with a traffic violation in Alabama, we want to talk to you. We believe that you have the right to speak to any lawyer that you choose and to discuss your case for free. There is no obligation to hire us if you contact us, and we will answer your questions and let you know the process that we take on traffic cases and the process and procedure that we would employ on your case. My name's Joseph Kreps. I'm an Alabama traffic ticket defense attorney. I've handled thousands of cases in the state of Alabama, and we are available to help you. Do not simply pay your ticket and plead guilty online. Whether you are from Alabama or from out of state, in almost every circumstance, it will cause you trouble in the future. You can reach us at 866-348-2889. We look forward to speaking with you soon. Thank you very much.